All right. Time for the everlasting question. It did indeed connect. Starting a bit late. I was watching a movie with my wife, and oh man, it was not a good movie. It was not a good movie. We were watching, I think it's called Marry Me. It's like a romantic comedy with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. And I highly do not recommend. It had to have been written by AI. I refuse to believe that a human being could have possibly written that script. I don't know. We did not get too far into it. We got like 45 minutes in, and it was like, okay, that is enough. That is enough. Anyway, we are, where are we going? We've got everybody. Snowflake is the one who needs to kill bolt shooters, claw crushers, Algox guards. We don't have any Algox guards available. We could get them available by doing this work freeze. So maybe I go there. My Private Empire is a nice easy scenario. I think we set the climbing gear. Yeah, the climbing gear is being built. And so then we can go to My Private Empire to get some masteries. That's the thing that scenario is best for. We got the Frozen Fjord. The Derelict Elevator. I really want to give this a try. But I think, first and foremost, I want to get the Corpse Cap out of the Frozen Crypt. This can be a tough level, but Deathwalker should be really good here. And my Deathwalker is pretty geared and has a power potion, which is really nice. I would love to bring a character that can strengthen the Deathwalker in. So that would be either Bone Shaper or Snowflake. Both of those are level 2. So if we bring one of those, we would need to bring a level 1 as well. It's probably not a good level for Bone Shaper, right? I can't imagine it being a good level for Bone Shaper. Although, the free skeleton summon at level 1 could actually be kind of nice. It could be real. What's the level 3 card? Honestly, I really don't love... Well, I feel like I like Grave Digging more than Putrid Cloud. Then level 4, I really like Flesh Shield. And level 5, I like the Unforgivable Methods. Maybe we'll give Bone Shaper a go. For what I'm thinking for this strategy, we need the Strengthen, Transfer of Essence. And, what else do we need? I feel like I'd rather have Decaying Will's Poison over Exploding Corpses Initiative. And then we don't need Dark Tidings. We'll take Transfer of Essence. We need to bring a level 1 character. So that's Geminate, Drifter, or Banner Spear. Banner Spear's Banner of Healing could be nice. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what Geminate would provide. And Drifter could be nice. So maybe we'll go Drifter. Drifter hasn't played a level, has he? No, he's completely naked. But he brings a high health pool, and he brings a low level character that lowers the monster level, which is really nice. Let's see exactly what scenario is going to be on 3-player. And then I think we're ready to go. I don't want too high of a player count because I want Deathwalker to be able to destroy the objective easily. We definitely want Fortitude. And we definitely want No Remorse. Maybe we'll want Destructive Fury. I would love more wounding potential. I guess Deathwalker gives us enough wounding, though. So this is scenario 5, the Frozen Crypt. So it's going to be 2 elite ice wraiths, 1 normal. And the second room will give us, the altar will be 3 plus 4 times 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7 times 3 is 21. Oh, that is not bad. Is that accurate? That's way fewer hit points than I was thinking. We're actually very likely to just destroy that in one shot with Wave of Anguish. And shadows move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So a Deadbolt plus Arrest in Shade gets shadows to the altar. Okay, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. We need Anger of the Dead. We need Fluid Night. We need Rest in Shade. I would love Strength of the Abyss. We need Wave of Anguish over Lingering Rot. Yeah. These are all the cards we need. A Stamina Potion would be lovely. Do I have a Stamina Potion available? I do. I'd rather have a Stamina Potion over a Renewing. Because with a Stamina Potion, I can get 5 shadows out in the first rest cycle with Eclipse and 2 Call to the Abyss. And that sounds really nice. It also means that I can feel free to Fluid Night with a shadow and not regret it. But it also means that Strength of the Abyss could be really strong. So is there anything I could drop for Strength of the Abyss? Maybe I don't need Black Barrage. I still want to teleport. It's either Black Barrage or Dark Fog, because I don't need that much shadow movement. And so I think we drop Dark Fog. Although maybe at the end of the level I'll want it. If I move all of my shadows over to the altar. Because the plan is just, Drifter opens the door and then runs back near the beginning of the level. Deathwalker sends all the shadows and takes out the altar. And then we just kite back the frozen corpses and kill them. But I'm going to have Rest in Shade. Otherwise it would be like Black Barrage plus Deadbolt, then Short Rest and Deadbolt. And that doesn't sound like a good idea. Then Fluid Night sounds really nice to have for the end of the level. Does that mean I don't need, like, Deepening Despair? I want at least 1 teleport, and I want the wounding here. And I need Wave of Anguish and Rest in Shade. Alright, I guess we just won't bring Strength of the Abyss, even though it's an attack 6 in the first room. Which is just so valuable. Let's drop Black Barrage. I think we can make it work without it. I really do. And then Bone Shaper should just be ready. I'm probably playing Decaying Will, so my summons don't die to retaliate. And then just a level 1 Drifter just cuz. And with that, I think we're ready. I feel like we can go. I don't know what all else I would want, except... How much does Ring of the Night sell for? 25 gold. Is there anything that I could buy? Because, I mean, I could play this Ring of the Night. I could do that. Multicolored Cloak's not that good. Yeah. I mean, honestly... Do I bring the Algox Warhammer on the Bone Shaper? Oh, my purchase limit has been reached. Dang, that sucks. Because honestly, I feel like I would rather have the Algox Warhammer than the Ring of the Night. And I could sell this and get the 25 gold for the Warhammer. But I can't purchase anything else. Because, like, this could just... Any turn, I could turn Bone Shaper's turn into move and melee attack and stun. Which could just be extremely valuable. If something really bad is happening. Like, maybe if, like, an Ice Wraith were going invisible or something. I could just stun and prevent that from happening. Which would be kind of nice. We don't have any helmet. I have an available spyglass. I'm going to just give it to Deathwalker just for now. We'll probably sell it back later. But, like, if I have a spyglass, like, I should use it, right? Oh, and now I don't have the medal for a Horn of Command. Have I purchased? Yes, I purchased. Dang, Horn of Command would have been real nice. That's okay. Let's go. Oh, dang it. I was going to brew a health potion on Drifter.
Pushing through a set of spindly trees, you find a beautiful cloak swarmed over with scarabs and insects.
Okay. Cloak of Warding. Push an enemy away and prevent it from attacking you. This can be really, really good. Probably not Drifter. It's probably either Deathwalker or Bone Shaper. My Bone Shaper already has Warden's Robes, which sounds more important. So we'll take it on Deathwalker. I really like that because it can give me a lot of safety if I want to, like, go in at some point in time. I can teleport in, and when something runs up to me, I push it away. That can be a really, really nice item. Never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy. That sounds pretty doable for Deathwalker. Never enter a hex occupied by a figure or obstacle. Have 0 cards each time you rest. End no more than 3 of your turns in the hex in which you started. I don't really like any of those. Never do a loss. Never kill an elite. Never collect from end of turn looting. Those are not good goals for Drifter. And off we go. So this first room, everybody starts having suffered 2, which is kind of bad. And then there are 3 Ice Wraiths, 2 elite, 1 normal. Which is scary. They're level 4, so they'll be 10 health, I think. 10 health, 3 retaliate, range 3. Oh, 3 retaliate. Okay, so I have to play Decaying Will on turn 1. We're probably just going to let this skeleton run up and tank, though. It's kind of making me think that I want Wrath of the Turned Earth. Just so that he stays alive. Like, just so that he tanks for me on turn 1 while Drifter gets set up. And they're 12 health, not 10.
They are coming.
Okay. So, yeah, the beginning of this scenario is always terrifying. I think I put my characters like this. If a melee one runs in, Deathwalker can push it away with the cloak that she just got, the Cloak of Warding. And I like that. We just make a bunch of shadows on turn 1. And then I can Stamina Potion Call to the Abyss immediately if I want to. And then we could go for, like, Strength of the Abyss, Call to the Abyss or something for an attack 6. And I've got Spyglass, Heavy Sword, Wound Sword to just do a lot of damage. Drifter, I think we go for Continuous Health and Crushing Weight because we're going to need a lot of healing here. But we have a lot of healing. A Health Potion would have been really nice, though. Here we're going to get 1 free summon. So I just don't want the summon to run into the Ice Wraith and attack them and die. So maybe I just go fast and heal myself and set Decaying Will. The problem with that is that then I don't have a summon on the following turn. So maybe we just go Decaying Will and, like, summon back here. The problem with this is that I'm fast on Bone Shaper and could get targeted. And if Bone Shaper takes an attack, that's really bad. This might be fine. if they both reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're definitely not guaranteed to play a move 5. And Drifter is this guy's focus, and he's the tankiest. So most likely, like, this guy will reach, this guy won't. Deathwalker pushes away. They've also got 2 cards where they stand still. I think we're safe enough here. I think we're safe enough. Oh, that's right. I also forgot about the summon. We probably don't need this move 4. It's going to make me very low, though. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That gives me a lot of time. And they don't have the ice, so they don't get the bless in the deck. So that's just real nice for me. Now Drifter can just go for a fast heal on Bone Shaper. Bone Shaper can get an extra summon out. Deathwalker gets her shadows out. Do I want to just go for my last shadow? Like, maybe? Let's just go ahead and get Call to the Abyss back, because I can't imagine doing anything else. Oh, cool. They're invisible, so the skeleton doesn't even move. I like that. And then we can ignore Retaliate, and I guess I just have to place this guy here, which is not the best. But this guy's going to move forward. So, not the end of the world. Oh, I can also use my Ring of Night to eat their ice. That's kind of very interesting. So I could go fast and heal myself for 3. Well, I want to go late so that my summons can have a turn. So Drifter will just go fast and just heal. And we don't really need to do anything else, right? Maybe I'll just heal and just get my heal tick back. Here, we want to go late. Do I want to just set Wrath of the Turned Earth? Like, this skeleton will tank for us. It's this exact same plan as last turn, right? Wrath of the Turned Earth, and maybe we just heal Drifter if he got hit, because he's going fast this turn. And then I make another shadow and Deepening Despair. Like, if Ice Wraith have moved up, then I can Deepening Despair one. They are not moving up. Okay, this is fine. Good heal into Bone Shaper. Get the heal tick back. This level, like, starts you on your back foot because they're very intimidating and you start damaged. But the fact that they haven't done anything, okay, well, they did something. And I do get a Curse in Drifter's deck now. We definitely don't want to stack too many of those up. But we can just heal up Drifter. And we just immune damage to the skeletons. And now we're in such amazing shape that basically nothing can go wrong. They didn't move, so I don't get a Deepening Despair, but that's totally fine. Now I just move all my shadows, and I'll Fluid Knight one. And then next turn... Actually, maybe I'll go late-ish and teleport in and just attack with Strength of the Abyss while I have all of the shadows. That means I want to go faster on Bone Shaper, but that's not an issue here. Maybe I'll move in with my bottom. I do not have a good move bottom because I didn't bring Dark Tidings. Malicious Conversion, move in 3, and then next turn I can get off multiple curses. So I'll move in 3 and I'll curse with my top while commanding a skeleton attack. Oh, but would I rather poison? Ooh. Move in 3, strengthen Deathwalker, poison a target. Maybe this Ice Wraith or something? We'll see. We'll see exactly. But that's going to give Deathwalker the free strengthen, and she may just kill an Ice Wraith, which could be really good. And then she can push the other one away if it comes to her. And so Drifter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll just run up and poison. Run up and poison this guy, and then next turn run to him in Fortitude. I like this. This is going very well. They're switching, which is really annoying, because I would much rather my skeletons fight the normals, since they're immune to Retaliate and don't pierce a lot of shield. But it also means they're late. Yeah, that's just kind of annoying overall. They also heal, which means that they won't be poisoned. And we went for, like, multiple poisons. And Deathwalker is still going to take Retaliate here, and then would get hit. Except both of them will focus skeletons. Because the skeletons were faster, and they have Wrath of the Turned Earth. Well, the heal means the poison's not going to matter, so maybe I just hit this guy and try to kill him. Which means that I would rather have gone to this hex. Why have I had to do so many attempts? Yeah, your undefeated status is far better than anything I've ever accomplished. So, I think you should be the one leading this challenge. Alright. Heavy sword and wound sword. Now a +1 he dies to wound. Or a +2 I take no retaliate. Oh. That is so sad. Could have power potioned it. Oh well. Oh, this is gonna be curses and Bone Shaper. Actually, that's not a big deal. Oh, but this guy's gonna go hit Bone Shaper. I didn't even think about that. That's bad. Okay, she lives. Not the end of the world. It does mean that, yeah, I just go fast and heal myself. And unfortunately, there's no dart for Bone Dagger. Bone Daggering this guy would be nice. But I'll just put a curse in their deck. Go fast, heal myself, curse. Yeah. Then I'm going fast and healing here, so I think I just go relatively fast and attack. I could also double hit to wound this guy. We'll figure that out. I could throw the Vile Assault. I haven't failed Duelist yet. And I haven't failed Pedestrian. Alright, what's Deathwalker doing? Move shadows and... I guess I can go for an Anger the Dead wound next turn onto this Ice Wraith, and that could kill. So move Shadows and Fluid Knight, and set up a wound on both of them on the following turn. And I'm after Bone Shaper, so Skeletons tank. Okay, they're invisible. That's annoying. Alright, I heal. I give them a curse. Invisible is like so annoying. Oh, that was the only shadow they could have gotten under this guy. I guess it doesn't matter since they're invisible anyway. I'm just gonna move these all towards the door because I need them for the next room anyway. And these two should be able to handle this guy. So do I just try to kill this one? I really don't want to spend a shadow on killing a 1 health guy. Show me crit. No, we haven't pulled very well. They're not healing, so I think I will take a lot of retaliate here. But get a wound. Oh, I guess at least the curse is gone. I really would have liked to see that deal damage, though. You made it this far with dying, so you're pretty satisfied with your record. That makes perfect sense. I would be too if I were that good. We'll go late and heal, because... why not? Nobody else is in shadows, but they're invisible, so I can't guaranteed target them. Command the Wretched can be good. And I guess Bone Dagger can be good. We're not getting a summon out of it, but we can command an attack with Pierce if we're late enough. And then here I just go fast and heal myself. Or Bone Shaper. Alright, this guy's gonna run away. How do I do this? Deathwalker is not late enough. So I guess I just heal myself. And I get back an attacking tick. They're not healing, so this guy will take damage. Deathwalker just heals herself. But they are not healing, which means that I can get this shadow under this guy. Where's the last shadow? Is there... Okay, leave it right there. So Deathwalker kills this guy next turn. Oh, they're ranged attack. I was thinking these guys were melee. Well, rip. But I very possibly kill him this turn. Okay, get some of the curses out. Let's get another curse in this deck. And then command the Wretched on this guy. And give him Pierce. -1 kills. Nice. Alright. Now, I get into wound this guy and just do nothing with Dark Fog. I'll just long rest here. And I hit this guy as fast as I can, as hard as I can. Nice. I do not want them to have that ice, because they're going to bless for later in the level. But there's just not anything I can do about that. I could eat some Shadows with Anger of the Dead, but that doesn't feel worth it. And Dark Fog's Loss doesn't feel worth it. I really hope this kills. Barely not. Ugh. I really want to play Violent Inheritance now. The problem is... I mean, if I don't play it, then we have to eat an attack 4 wound. And Bone Shaper would need a -2 to survive that. If I play it and I get a -2 or a miss, Drifter loses another card. On top of losing a loss. But I just have to play it. Okay, cool. And now Drifter long rest and he's fine. You were watching some of the character guides I made last year-ish and found them unsurprisingly insightful. I'm curious if any of my card analysis changed since then. My only analysis that I would say that has changed much is that I think Drifter, since Digital came out, Drifter is better than I was giving it credit for before, I think. Is the main thing I would say that I've changed on. 7. So I dropped 1 skeleton. It's too late to do it now, right? Okay. We'll undo and drop 1 skeleton. And I would rather have the move 4. Oh. Did he take more damage? Wait, why did that happen differently? Whatever. We got the intended result. But yeah, if you're talking about the Banner Spear video, I think I stand by most of everything I said in that one. Now I know exactly what cards I like on Level Up. But I think most of what I said was correct in the video, and same for Snowflake. The only change I would make to Snowflake is that I like Polar Vortex more than I used to. Drop Fell Remedy. We don't need healing. Drifter can long rest here safely. Did undoing switch this guy from normal to elite or something? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I guess I just go fast and attack him. And long rest. And if he doesn't die, then I hit him with an Eternal Torment and get another curse in their deck. And we boots to go faster. Maybe not bootsing would have been better. Okay, I still get the curse. And now he dies, so it doesn't make a difference. And we'll see if we can get another curse out, although I may be out. Oh, nice. I did get another curse out. I still really like the Bone Shaper. Like, I still think the Bone Shaper is fun to play, and I really like the way the class was designed and a lot of the stuff that they're going for with it. I just think that it is the weakest class. Like, there are more than any other class. It's very, very, very easy for Bone Shaper to get herself in a position where she is not going to be very useful. Where, like, because she doesn't have summons out at the right time, because the summons died at an inopportune time, she just gets really, really punished by the scenario and everything happening in it. That does not mean that Bone Shaper doesn't have places where it excels. Like, cursing is always going to be extremely valuable, because when you curse something, like, if you can make them not attack, that's going to be very good. And skeletons, a 3 health skeleton eating like a base attack 9 or something from a Chaos Demon is going to be very, very good. So there are a lot of things that Bone Shaper can do that will always be very useful. But more so than any other character, when it's like, in this following room, we need to run all the way to the other side and deal 21 damage to an altar thing before we can damage any of the other enemies in this room. And, like, what is Bone Shaper supposed to do to help that? Like, nothing about summoning a bunch of skeletons is going to help us run all the way to the other side, run past 4 frozen corpses, and deal 21 damage to an altar. The only thing Bone Shaper is going to be able to do is strengthen Deathwalker, while Deathwalker does all of it. But that's fine. Like, that's just what I need Bone Shaper to do in this case. So, like, we've got the scenario planned around that. Yeah, Bone Shaper's here for moral support. Bone Shaper was very useful in this first room with, being able to completely ignore the retaliate with Decaying Will, and being able to tank what can be very scary attacks from those elite ice wraiths by, like, making my skeletons just immune to all of the damage coming in. It gives us enough time to fight through those 2 elites that would normally have a lot of retaliate, and, you know, so Bone Shaper did a really good job of buying time in this in this first room. Like, this is the kind of thing that she can be good at, especially with the free summon at level 1 perk, or at turn 1 perk. She's not useful in this next room, but I think she'll be okay when it comes to killing the frozen corpses. Like, at the very least, the skeletons will tank for us, while Deathwalker's trying to position shadows to wound everything, and Drifter's making sure that he has ticks before just attacking and killing things. But for now, I guess I'll move forward and grab that loot. And then, do I summon a second skeleton? I don't know if it really helps, but maybe we will. Drifter's gonna heal himself up and get his offense back. Maybe I should be going healing. Let's just get another skeleton out, because it'll buy time for us. Hey, Paradox. Yeah, I think Bone Shaper is very, very, very strong in normal or +1 difficulty. Like, when the monsters are going to be weaker, Bone Shaper is going to be very, very strong. Because, I mean, it's a very snowbally class, right? Because if you can have 3 skeletons out, and the 3 skeletons can move into an enemy and kill the enemy before it gets a turn, you're going to be very, very strong. If a skeleton gets attacked for 3, and they pull a -1, and the skeleton survives the hit, now that skeleton is tanking 2 hits for you before it dies, instead of just 1. So, like, when a little bit of something goes right for Bone Shaper, a lot of stuff goes right for Bone Shaper. So it's very, very, very snowbally. Which... The higher your difficulty, the lower the likelihood you will actually get that snowball off. I think I'm just going to go ahead and open the door. I could move shadows a little bit closer. Because let's see. This shadow will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so a shadow that's 2 away will reach. Let's buy one more turn before we go. And so I'll just get back a tick and do nothing. And I'm running away and maybe moving a skeleton in, and I'm moving my furthest away shadow slightly closer. I'm not actually certain that helps, but we'll give it a try. We run away, and we just move a skeleton in. Because the plan is mostly just run away. And the strengthen that Bone Shaper is going to give Deathwalker is going to be really good here. Because Deathwalker is going to get to do 4 attacks, or 5 attacks for 4 with Wave of Anguish. And the altar is going to have 21 health. So strengthening Deathwalker before that should mean that we're very, very likely to destroy the altar in a single turn. I mean, maybe even guaranteed, given how good Bone Shaper's, or Deathwalker's deck is at this point. So we just move all shadows for 6. We just run away for 4. And I think I want to go faster here so that my skeletons don't run in. So we go at 32. And we're not playing Transfer of Essence yet. Maybe we just run back a little bit more. So, open door. Yeah, 21 health. Move 1 on these guys is really nice. That means that none of them are going to reach. The skeletons have already had their turn, so they're not going to run in yet. And then we just move all shadows for 6. Okay, cool. Moving them all for 3 next turn, they will reach. We actually didn't need to take that turn of moving one of them closer, but that is fine. So now I want the Transfer of Essence. So I guess I short rest here. And that's the card I want to play. Flow of the Black River is a really bad card to lose. That's all of my healing cards on Bone Shaper. We just go faster than Deathwalker and Transfer of Essence her. Then Deathwalker's moving shadows and Wave of Anguishing. And Drifter, I guess at this point, I just heal up Bone Shaper. Okay, and Frozen Corpses are moving a lot. I do not love that. Skeletons can't attack because, or like, these things are immune to damage. So they're actually running towards the altar back there, but it's fine. Maybe I move up close to the party. I'm not exactly sure. Oh. He lives. He lives. Good job, skeletons. Stalling. He does not live. We move all shadows for 3. The only problem with this is that now all of my shadows are really far away from all of the enemies. We power potion, and we don't need to use any items. We should just get this. Very nice. That right there guarantees it, I think. I'm probably even going to get it, yeah. I'm going to get it in just 4 shadows, unfortunately. So I could have had one of these go for an enemy. Oh, well. There was no way of knowing. There was no way of guaranteeing that. Now, I guess I want a short rest to move shadows. I don't want to lose Anger of the Dead, but if this is Deadbolt, it's really bad. Dark Fog is also really bad. There basically weren't any good cards to lose. But, I think I'm going to make a shadow first on this turn. No, because if I move shadows, I can get 1 Fluid Knight off. Here we just go as fast as possible, and maybe I can get off an Eternal Torment. Get off a Curse in their deck, and this guy can tank for us. And then I should be safe to long rest. Nice, they're not even attacking. I love that for me. I'm going to go faster on Deathwalker so that she can attack one of them. And it makes sense to go for the Elite, right? Maybe I should move 1 shadow to the chest, I'm not sure. Let's go for this Elite and just use everything on him. This includes a Wound Sword. And that's very good. This is the most, like, should-be dead skeleton of all time. And he just misses. But that means that we can get closer. Oh, do I have line of sight on this guy? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I just don't have line of sight there. Oh well. I wanted another curse in their deck, but that's fine. And Drifter gets to pick his card. And this right here has us in pretty good shape, I think. I could, like, wall off so that only one of them can get in at a time, but they do have a really annoying multi-target ability. Does Deathwalker have line of sight right here? No. So if I move her where Drifter is, she can Deepening Despair. There aren't any shadows under any of them right now. I could also teleport here and Deepening Despair, but that would be dumb. I kind of want to just make a new shadow with Call to the Abyss, but maybe I don't need to if they're all over there. Let's see, the skeleton will tank 1 hit for me. It's very likely they don't have enough movement to come in, and if they do have enough movement to come in, they only hit Drifter single target. So I'll just go late and just hit with Fortitude, and I'll go late and make a shadow, and maybe Anger of the Dead next turn. I think we're in fine shape. Yeah, they're moving 1. Oh, but they're later than me. They're later than all of my characters. That's so awkward. Move 1 means that they're not reaching, so I can just go here. And move a Crushing Weight tick forward. I don't deal very much damage. I mean, this is scary. I need to deal a lot of damage to kill all of them. And if they ever catch me, they hurt really bad. A Snowflake for some hazards would go pretty hard right now. But she's not very good in the first room. I could command this guy to attack again. He would have Pierce because of the dark. Or I could summon and command him to attack for 5. Both of those options sound good. If I just move up and make a skeleton, it probably just dies, right? I could make a skeleton right here, and none of them would reach with their move for 1. I could also just move this skeleton back and he would survive. Bone Shaper herself is healthy. I'm thinking... she doesn't have that many cards. I'm thinking I'm going to make this skeleton. And I'm going to command an attack for 5. Maybe I should give this to Drifter instead. But let's just get an elite low. I want to get them all low so that they can die to Anger of the Dead. Now, I could teleport up here. None of them would reach me with their move 1, but that's just kind of dumb. Like, why would I do it? I guess I just make another shadow here. And then, am I just long resting? Like, I want to get shadows underneath, and I need line of sight on all of them so that I can wound them. They've grouped up nicely for me. I can poison one. Or I can just move forward and run away. I really want to just long rest Deathwalker here. And drop Call to the Abyss. Yeah, that's good. That gets me what I need the most. And they're moving 3 here, which means they're moving a lot. So I just run away. And we let the skeleton die. But that's what he's here for. He's here to tank for me. And that gets almost all of them nice and close. So I could have wounded this guy, but... we don't need Eternal Torment. Drop Call to the Abyss, because I don't need to make a shadow. And I get to move a shadow. Oh, dang. Just moving that one shadow, though, did not give me enough. I don't wound everything with Anger of the Dead now. I just get this guy and then these 2 guys if they walk enough. That's really bad. I can Deepening Despair here. Oh, no. What is the play? Whoa, this is really bad. I'm thinking Anger of the Dead. I get a wound on this guy. I get a wound on this guy because they move with every card. And I might get a wound on this guy. I attack this guy for 6 with Strengthen and Wound with my Fluid Knight. And then that's wounds on potentially 4 of them. If this guy would walk through the shadow, I could get him as well. So I could, rather than playing Anger of the Dead, play Deadbolt. And then I can basically guaranteed get wounds on all of them the following turn with Anger of the Dead. Okay, I think that's the better play. Losing Dark Fog was really bad. I think I just go fast-ish here, and I just make a skeleton. And the problem is that Drifter can't really go in. Like, can he go in? Like, what's the point in sending Drifter in to, like, attack with this guy for 5 or something? I just don't see a point there. But Deathwalker's not moving. Bone Shaper's probably not moving. Bone Shaper can move. So I guess Drifter just moves up into that Hex? I don't know. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out exactly what's happening here. That is bad. First things first, I attack this guy with this shadow, right? Okay, so these 2 guys in the back. This guy can move at most 1, 2, and then he hits triangle, and so he hits nothing. So these 2 guys hit nothing. This guy is elite, but he's the 3rd elite. So this guy's first. Right now he moves 1, 2, and he hits everybody for 3. And then this guy can't move. He hits 3, 3. And then this guy hits 2, 2. And then does nobody else move because they don't see a focus? If I summon the skeleton, then the first elite moves here to hit skeleton and bone shaper. The second elite moves here to hit everybody. This guy hits these two. This guy moves 1, 2 to hit these two. Bone shaper can use her chest piece to push away an elite. But then he still gets 2 targets. The normal one would also hit all 3. No, because he can't get to this hex because an elite would be standing there already. So he would just hit these 2. I can run Bone Shaper away. I'm probably definitely running Bone Shaper away. My question is just, am I running Deathwalker away? Because if I run Deathwalker away, I cannot Deadbolt to move all my shadows. And if I don't Deadbolt to move all my shadows, then I don't get wounds on all of them. And that sounds really bad. So the question is, can Deathwalker tank this? And I think the answer is yes. Yeah, that's an obstacle. I think Deathwalker can tank this. If I move my shadows... Okay, we can figure out exactly where they're going, right? This is the first guy. So he moves 1, 2. And I cannot push him away with my chest piece. Unless I summon a skeleton. If I summon a skeleton, he moves 1, 2. And he hits these 2. But I can summon a skeleton and run Bone Shaper away. And then he just hits the skeleton. The first elite just hits the skeleton. Then the second elite... if the skeleton is dead, the second elite moves in and hits all 3. But I have Warden's Robes to keep the skeleton alive, most likely. So most likely he just hits here, which is just Deathwalker getting hit for 3. This guy hits Deathwalker for 2, and then nobody else can reach. So if I summon Skeleton and move Bone Shaper away, Deathwalker only gets hit for 3 and for 2. And we're safe. That also means this guy's elite, he's moving to this hex or this one. Either way, he's moving this way. This guy's moving here. This guy's moving here. Move that to the chest. Oh, wait, no, I want to move this. I want to move this to a different spot because I want to move this one first. If I undo, because these are shadows, it's going to mess everything up. But that means I'm missing out on a wound on this guy. Deathwalker targets this guy for the most damage. I think that this is all correct. Okay, he just hits Skeleton. Skeleton survives. He just hits Skeleton and Deathwalker. Deathwalker survives. He can't reach. He can't reach. Okay, I can't push away with Warden's Robes. Oh. And now Drifter wounds this guy and I think heals Deathwalker. That card is not one of their shuffles, right? Nothing special is a shuffle. no, it is a shovel. So they could get that again. That would be really bad if they get it again. Otherwise, most other things are fine. Any move 1 is fine. The not attack is fine. This is the only thing that would be bad. And then the extra moves, I don't know how I feel about those. I just moved Drifter in, right? And Deathwalker... Dang, Anger the Dead only gets 2 wounds. But we already have 3 wounds, and this guy's already wounded, so I should have gotten this one. Do I just Deepening Despair and, like, teleport to the chest? And just get out of there? I'm gonna need to long rest to get my wound sword and everything back. I think I'm running away Deathwalker rather than just wounding this guy. I could get a poison off. But maybe I just want a skeleton. I can go fast and get a curse off and get a skeleton. They have a lot of curses. Oh no, they only have 2. I thought they had more. And they have a bless. Deathwalker probably just needs to get out. Drifter can short rest. And I can just hit this guy with Fortitude. And I can move in and tank if I want to. Okay, move 1 is very good. Dang, Anger the Dead would have been good now. Deepening Despair. This guy. And teleport here. I considered Bone Dagger and trying to kill, but this guy's already wounded, so killing him isn't really like the win condition, right? Like, he's going to die regardless. These guys just have move 1, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this guy goes towards Deathwalker unless I move Drifter. Well, but if I move Drifter in, then he gets hit. So we just leave Drifter here. And he just gets hit once. Oh, I could move Deathwalker here and go invisible with the Ring of the Night. But there's no point in not just cursing and getting a skeleton out. Deathwalker is very balanced. Wait, why are you trying to say she's imbalanced? That's not true. Okay, yeah, Anger of the Dead wouldn't have been that good here. Okay, do we lose a card to that crit? 8 damage is a lot. I don't have any healing ticks left. The thing is, like, this next turn, I can just go at 20. I'm guaranteed faster. I just run away and heal. And, like, I can run to the corner and heal myself up. Skeleton will tank for us for a round. I think I lose a card. I don't know how many more turns I need to survive. I feel like I need my wound sword on Deathwalker and my strengthen with Fluid Knight. Because, like, a strengthen Fluid Knight, like, does a lot of damage to this guy. Drifter, I do think we still just run away. So maybe I just hit this guy and run away. We'll see. Bone Shaper's initiative is also really bad. So maybe we heal Bone Shaper, potentially. I don't know. This is very close. Move 2, attack 3/4. Bone Shaper's faster, which is really nice. So what is the play? This guy's elite, this guy's normal. So skeleton moves here and hits the elite. Then elite not retaliates, but will attack the skeleton. Elite, if I'm standing here, he runs towards Deathwalker, doesn't he? Skeleton standing here. If Drifter's standing here, then this guy runs towards Deathwalker. This guy attacks the skeleton, and then if the skeleton dies, this guy moves in. So I want this guy alive, and I want the skeleton in position, and the skeleton's hitting here, so I just poison to increase the skeleton's damage, and I just stay here on Drifter, and Drifter just tanks an attack for 3 from this guy. Skeleton gets very good damage. That damage onto a wounded guy is very, very valuable. And now we strengthen Drifter. We can strengthen both. It's actually very possible the skeleton's alive. We just poison this guy, because why not? And we put a curse in their deck. This guy runs to Deathwalker. This guy hits, and we get one of the curses that we've invested. This guy runs to Deathwalker. You remember when you played this level, you had just gotten to level 3, meaning level 5 monsters, and you ended up fighting it in the second room, since you were killing 15 of your summons. Yeah, that sounds very difficult. I guess Deepening Despair goes, or... This next turn, I can get Anger of the Dead. Do I not need Deadbolt? Like, do I not need to move shadows? Because I can Fluid Knight this guy, and that's pretty decently likely to kill him before he can kill me. I can Anger of the Dead to get these guys, and then I, like, short rest and teleport over to this shadow. Which means that I don't necessarily need any shadow movement to do that. Oh, we failed Duelists somewhere. I feel like they're going to be on shadows enough that I don't need shadow movement. Maybe that's a huge throw. Oh, wait. I'm not going to have 2 shadows next to each other for Deepening Despair, am I? Because I'm going to move this shadow onto this guy, and then I'm going to eat it with Fluid Knight. So I don't need Deepening Despair. That is not useful. But now I just Anger of the Dead, Fluid Knight, and I hope that this guy walks through this shadow. That would be super huge for me if it happens. Or, if they're just moving 1, I only wound this guy, and then I eat the shadow and attack him, and they're all wounded. Over here, we just fight through. No, over here we just long rest, and these guys will die eventually. And then Deathwalker is very possibly just teleporting back over here next turn to be with buddies. Okay, so I can get all of them wounded this turn. Only this guy reaches me, and he only reaches me with attack 2. I think this is worth it. The question is just, do I Fluid Knight this guy? Oh, dang, I could have moved to this shadow. I forgot there was a shadow under me. I knew there was a 4th shadow somewhere. Could have moved this shadow down here onto this guy and left that one here. That would have been way better. I think I target this elite here. And it's a strengthened attack 6 wound. Oh, come on. We really could have crit there, Deathwalker. We really could have crit. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good. Come on, Bone Shaper. You live that, right? This is a normal? Oh, let's go. Oh, man. I did not even think about them getting hit over there. But it definitely worked out. This next turn, I think we go fast and we go invisible. This guy dies to wound. All of these guys just die to wound. I think we just move and kill with Malicious Conversion, right? And then go invisible. Is it Retaliate 2 or 3? Retaliate 2. Okay. Then that's definitely what I do. Yeah, those were good pulls. Is Deathwalker's level 1 summon any good? I don't play it. I would not say that that means that it's bad. I would just say that I basically never play it. How do I get her to safety is the question. I think she stays over here for this turn. I think I just hit this guy with Deadbolt and just do some damage to him. And then we probably short rest and teleport back over here. She should be safe enough, I think. Malicious Conversion with move, get skeleton and discard, attack, hope to kill. I do have a Spyglass to make that more likely to kill. And then if I go after, maybe we're just healing this turn because we're very low on cards. And they're moving 1. That's very, very good. So Drifter, they're moving 1. So I just heal. Here we move with Skeleton. Now it's in the discard. We attack with Malicious Conversion with a Spyglass. And we get the kill. And we just put him right here. And he doesn't get hit. And we don't even need the invis. Okay, that's fine. Could I have Bone Daggered? I don't think I could have Bone Daggered. We got the Malicious Conversion. That's basically the same thing, right? Alright. Long resting here feels very sketchy. If it's the move and attack with Brittle card, Deathwalker could die. So that feels like it has to be a short rest. I think it's short rest, attack with Fluid Knight, and teleport down here. Good. Anger the Dead is totally fine to lose. Then here, I think I'm just going to attack with Bone Dagger. Well, maybe we can't. Okay, well, Bone Dagger will hit this guy. We'll strengthen Drifter, and then Drifter will go get the kill for us, and that'll give us a Bone Dagger. Alright, so we hit the healthier guy, which is this one. They only have move 1, so if I just teleport down here, we're gonna be safe, right? Are we not gonna be safe? Okay, here's the play. Here's the play. Since they have move 1 and Deathwalker could be targeted, we will go for this guy over here. We get the strengthen on Drifter, and we get the poison on both. And then Drifter played Fortitude, and we just move the tick forward. And we're strengthened. And now we kill. I don't have any valid cards for Bone Dagger. The one time we actually got the Bone Dagger off, I don't have a card to get back with it. Or a skeleton to get out. Finally, we got a corpse cap. That was literally the only reason we came to this scenario. Deathwalker would have been missed had she been attacked. So we just need to solve for 6 more turns and they all die. And Deathwalker, even... I can, like, move this shadow and hit one of them with another Fluid Knight. Here, we can just long rest. We've got a skeleton to tank for us. And here, I'll just short rest and hit him with Fortitude. And we are in there. They're not even attacking. No more crushing weight, but that is just fine. We will grab this. Oh, did I just fail Plebeian? By killing that guy? No, I had already failed it. Okay, that's fine then. And we just pick up all the loot that we can. Unfortunately, this one is in an obstacle. And I already lost Eternal Torment. Alright, this was oh so suspicious and sketchy, but we made it work. Yeah, I don't have any ticks. I think Bone Shaper has enough stamina to guaranteed win this for us. Easy. Deathwalker is basically full build at this point, so I'd rather the item go to Deathwalker. Bone Shaper. I always mix up their names. I don't know why. Alright. Next turn, I can Spyglass Bone Dagger him, and he dies. Or, we just long rest everybody, and the skeleton kills him. The only problem with that is I would like to pick up his loot. So, hopefully... Man, this came to be really close, and it, like, only worked because Bone Shaper got missed that one turn. Alright, perfect. Everybody exhausts except for Bone Shaper. She will be the last man standing. That's how you know that David's watching. When Bone Shaper wins the level. I thought he was going to go at 84. We'll even grab one more experience. It was definitely down to the wire. I think I could have played the last few turns very differently. Like, Drifter could have gone in and attacked instead of just picking up loot. So, like, I was guaranteed to win because of Bone Shaper having... she had a Spyglass, so she could always go for an advantaged loss attack. But I had enough turns to let the wound pick everything off. Not that it wasn't a little bit suspicious. It was a little bit sketchy, but we got there. Bone Shaper did not get metal. Oh, but I have the mining post. The mining camp. So she can get the metal to make a Horn of Command. Yeah, I wanted to get the wounds a lot sooner. I should have... the monsters can be wounded even when you can't attack them. So it maybe would have been better to always leave one shadow behind. I ended up killing the altar with just 4 shadows anyway. You agree that Bone Shaper is either amazing or useless? Yeah, pretty much.
A pretentious-looking visitor scolds.
I mean, it did well in that scenario. 15 gold. Does anybody care about gold at this point? I don't think so, so we'll just spread it evenly. David, do I take Putrid Cloud at level 3? Or Grave Digging? I feel like, personally, I prefer Grave Digging. Yeah, so I should have left 1 shadow in the doorway, sent 4 shadows onto the altar, because even if I failed to kill the altar on that turn, I could have just Fluid Knighted it the next turn. And then an Anger in the Dead shadow in the doorway could theoretically wound basically all of them as they come through. But in the end, it worked. You think Grave Digging is better, but you took Putrid Cloud for the mastery. I really want to like Putrid Cloud's bottom. Because, like, the idea of everything being poisoned is really nice. But I don't know. I mean, skeletons just don't survive that many hits. I personally prefer Grave Digging. We're going to go Grave Digging. I like the bottom of it, and especially if I can pair with allies that have lots of healing. That's really good. Frozen Corpses do move with every card, but yeah, they do have 3 move 1s. So the move 1s could have screwed me over if I had gone for that play. And then also I short rested and lost Fluid Knight, which is the move of Shadow 5, which that was unfortunate. Frozen Corpses would be really tame and easy if it weren't for that card where they attack in a cone pattern. Yeah, Dark Fog. Did I say Fluid Knight? Dark Fog. They'll move a shadow for 5. You went Elevator and Library right after getting Poison Cloud. Or Putrid Cloud. And, yeah, because Ruin Machines can't be poisoned. And then neither Ruin Machines nor Steel Automatons can be poisoned. Perks. Yeah, I didn't get the battle goals on anybody in that level. I like this curse. I've really never taken these kill the attacking summons, because just the idea of losing your tanking, like, I feel like most of the time the attack on a skeleton is fine, but I want the tanking. I'm a little interested to see how exactly it works. Like, does it give you the choice in digital? Whoops. I kind of want to take Tribute just to see how digital does it. But realistically, we'll probably just never play Bone Shaper again. I've also never taken this Reclaimed Essence. Man, I just want every single Bone Shaper perk, because, like, Rolling Heals are really nice. It adds 3 Rolling Heals, which is a crazy number to add. And then I have 4 -1s that I can remove. I want to try the +4 kill a summon, and I want to try the Blessed Self, and I really want +2 Dark Leaf. Like, come on. That's so unfair. skip the blessed self, or kill a skeleton to blessed self. I mean, if I can get Bone Shaper up to level 8, I think it's a very, very, very strong character. Like, Bone Ball can absolutely destroy a lot of scenarios. Okay. Now, though, that Bone Shaper's 3, I can't really play Bone Shaper Deathwalker together. And, like, even though they're a horrible duo, I really like playing them together. Like, I don't know. They both make dark. Bone Shaper can strengthen Deathwalker. Bone Shaper can buy time while Deathwalker is moving shadows for shenanigans. That's crazy. You never tried the Bone Ball. Did I not look at the score screen on that last level? I wanted to see how much damage Deathwalker did, because I know she did so much. And I think I totally skipped it. Can we just load the last turn of the scenario? Because we haven't done anything back in town, right? It's worth it to me to get to see this score screen. And I know at one point in time, like, I undid and it, like, switched to Frozen Corpse from normal to elite, which was weird. The chunky suffer for Bone Shaper that you said you hadn't tried in your character overview? I have tried it now. It was the level 2 summon that I hadn't messed around with. Yeah, I just looked at this screen. I didn't look at this one. Yeah, 89 damage by Deathwalker and 19 from Bone Shaper. But Bone Shaper tanked the 47. But yeah, it was the level 2 summon that I was saying that I wanted to try, just because I think it's a very important option for Bone Shaper to have in the kit to be able to go into a single summon build. Because if you're going into the Frozen Fjord and you have to fight an Elite Shrike Fiend, if you do not have a single summon to fight it with, you just lose. But with the single summon, you can grant it attacks. You can set the bottom of Wrath of the Turned Earth to immune damage from the Shrike Fiend, and it seems very, very feasible to actually take on a Shrike Fiend as a Bone Shaper, like in a strict 1v1, if you have the level 2 summon. But I've always really liked Bone Dagger, so I always take Bone Dagger. But yeah, I just wanted to see that 89 damage. Bone Shaper only has one level 2 card anyway. True.
Silence is something you're beginning to treasure.
72 damage is Bone and 76 is Drifter. That's an insane amount of damage to tank. But I guess if you're just focused purely on healing. All right, we just need to go take Bone's level up cards real quick. And Malediction. Oh, come on. Bone Dagger's not that bad. I really wish that it weren't 29 initiative. But I like Bone Dagger. I think it's fun. And I also, like, I really like how, like, you don't really want to go, like, Spyglass Heavy Sword on Bone Shaper, but if you do go Spyglass Heavy Sword, then all of a sudden that makes your your malicious conversion and your bone dagger a lot better. Because if you can just have 2 summons out and you have a heavy sword spyglass, that turns into strengthened attack 7. Oh, it counts when you kill your own summons. Bone dagger doesn't accomplish a single thing the card is aimed for. It gives you curses on the bottom. I mean, like, you know, worst case scenario, your bottom card giving you a curse. That's not that bad. Curse range 2, but you can set your own dark to make it range 4, or you can play with a Deathwalker to make it range 4. I mean, if you want to curse a lot, you can curse with Eternal Torment, and then the following turn, curse with Bone Dagger. And it'll be range 4. Or if you summon the Wraith on turn 1, then you can go for a Bone Dagger curse on turn 2. I mean, range 2 is a range if you were getting in range for the Damned Horde bottom summon. Or bottom double curse. It's not very much range, but it is a range. Alright. We need to figure out who is retiring and who isn't. We already retired a Banner Spear so that we could get the shop. Deathwalker is the Strong Foundation storyline. Geminate. Okay, Geminate needs to loot 4 more lumber tokens and then go play the Sacred Soil quest line. Blinkblade's never retiring. It's the Explorer Reaches. And Snowflake retires with 2 bolt shooters and 2 guards. So I think I'm not going to try to buff Snowflake too much. In order to get guards, we need to play the Work Freeze. Yeah, we need to play the Work Freeze and then get the level that comes after it. Is the only way. But we can just go play the Work Freeze real quick. Glowing Catacombs is scary. That's the level I lost my furthest run on. Oh, Crystal Enclosure is terrifying. Okay, this is a good Snowflake level. But even with that, it's still terrifying. Who else can do the Crystal Enclosure? It's the one where all the monsters get a ton of shield. That's probably not something we're going to try to tackle anytime soon. And maybe I want to wait for level 3 Snowflake. These give all the monsters in range a ton of shield. And the second room, even in 2-player, is really terrifying. 5 enemies, with one of them being an Ice Speaker. They're all normal. That's nice. I like double time Blinkblade here. Because Kinetic Transfer, move, make things suffer 2, go invisible, make things suffer 2. And then you can go for like a late, fast Sand in the Hourglass. And while you have double time, that gets to wound 2 targets. And so if you can wound with your other character, then Blinkblade can just do a lot of true damage to things. Especially if you have the level 5 card and can play 3 cards at once. The first room is just 2 enemies. So Snowflake feels like it always handles that. So I'm thinking I want a level 3 Snowflake and a level 5 Blinkblade for this level. That's what it's looking like to me. Because I want Cold Snap for multiple hazards at once. And I want Blinkblade to be able to play 3 cards with double time up. So we need to invest a lot into Blinkblade to get Blinkblade there. But also, Blinkblade is a character you definitely don't mind investing a lot into. Can we pick up a power potion for him? No, I don't have an Axe Nut. I might want to go ahead and get the Alchemist. Before I forget, I'm going to put Bone Shaper in, get a medal, and go make a Horn of Command. And I still don't have a protective scepter. I don't have hide. And we still haven't built the trading post. We need metal. Okay. Trading post is under construction. We're going to want to build a wall. So I want to go with a 4-man party right now and try to accomplish some masteries. Unfortunately, Blinkblade cannot realistically go fast 7 turns in a row. Not right now. So maybe Blinkblade doesn't go. Deathwalker can definitely achieve masteries. I want to go to the My Private Empire. And you can just play 1 room in this scenario and count it as a win. I'm not going to come here over and over to just farm wins in the first room. But I'm not above doing it once. It's just a stud-up card with terrible initiative, extremely dependent on the fact you need to have 1 summon in the discard pile, and 1 enemy has to die. I mean, it's very easy to have a summon card in the discard pile, but the enemy has to die part can be difficult. And if your teammates can kill that mob, they'll go faster than you. That part is really annoying. Your summon goes before you, runs in and kills them before you can tag it. I have had that happen. Oh, there are so many scary levels. I think maybe I go do the work freeze first. And for that, I want Snowflake because of the move 8 jump. And I think I like Drifter. We need 2 characters for the bridge. And it's probably not Deathwalker or Bone Shaper. Even though they're the 2 characters that have played the most. It's probably Blinkblade Drifter. Bone Dagger would be good if you swap top and bottom and put on it, on the turn you play this card, your summon acts after you. And make the initiative later. Well, the idea with it being a bottom is that you play it with something like Wrath of the Turned Earth or Command the Wretched as your top. And so you play it as a bottom, you mark the target, and then you can command a summon to attack. But that means that you need something to be like at 5 health maybe, so that your summon can damage it and then kill it on the second hit. But then you're also hoping that you don't miss either of those hits. It's definitely not guaranteed. Yeah, but bottom range too. I mean, but you're going late all the time on Bone Shaper, so it's easy to run, be 2 range away from something, summon a skeleton right in front of yourself, and then since you're 2 range away, you can Bone Dagger, and then hope to command an attack, and hope that 29 is fast enough. Sometimes you want to be up in there. That is some, yeah, hoping you don't miss, hoping you don't get a +2. Double summon is very ambitious. That's very hopeful. But when you're solo playing, it's a lot easier. Because you can know that your other characters are going after 29 and that they're attacking to pick up the kill. Okay, I would love some Axe Nut. theoretically there's Axe Nut in the Work Freeze. Crystal Enclosure, but we're not going there. There's Axe Nut and Flame Fruit at My Private Empire. Okay. So, to the Work Freeze. Definitely bring Snowflake. Let's bring a Blink Blade. We don't need Geminate. We don't need Deathwalker. So, do I go with just these two characters? That sounds pretty dang good. Yeah, I like it. Let's go. On paper, it's a good card, but in practice, it always fails. Oh, I have to lose my stamina potion? That's so evil. I was just thinking Blink Blade had no potion. Man. Oh, I can't even use this Protective Scepter because of the weighted net. I need to sell that. 3 or fewer enemies, never do a loss, never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy. Ugh. 3 or more loot tokens in the same turn, 1 or more of each monster type. 1 or more of each monster type. Let's make sure that we have, like, move 7. Yeah, we have Power Leak. On the top of the cards, you need to set it up, which means it's not something you can use to recover. You need to know you're going to use it and already have a planned summon card in the discard pile. I like the top of Bone Dagger. I mean, I love it for the end of a scenario. Set up a couple summons before going through a room. And then it just makes it weird because it means that you want, like, Spyglass Heavy Sword, but just for, like, 2 loss attacks. Which doesn't make that much sense. Alright. Oh, it's going to count the pile of rubble as an enemy, and I'm going to fail Duelist on turn 1, aren't I? Unless all I do is pick up a bomb and blow it up immediately. It fills some of the time, but on 4-player you get it off pretty often, and a free bottom summon with a curse is good value. Your biggest issue is that on lower difficulty, enemies dies too fast. That can definitely be a problem. And 29 is late. I like the other level 2 summon, but the level 5 summon just does everything the level 2 summon does, but better. Like, it has more health and it has wound on every attack. And then, like, I don't love the bottom of the level 2 summon. So, like, at level 5, I guess you replace the level 2 summon and you just don't bring that card anymore. That just feels weird to me. I could try to get my Duelist battle goal by foregoing my bottom, placing a bomb and blowing it up. And maybe that would be fine. Wait, do I have a top attack that pulls to me? I don't, do I? I could place a bomb here and pull the Snow Imp onto it to kill the Snow Imp and blow up the thing. But I don't have a top attack that pulls to me. I have to do like a bottom attack that pulls to me. But that's fine. So I'm thinking bottom I forego my turn, and top I want to attack this hex, and I want Blink Blade to run up, place a bomb, and run back. The problem with that is that I have to damage the bomb to blow it up. Also, that's kind of a bad initiative. Could go at 11. If I miss damage on the bomb, that would be really, really bad. So I could play a loss to be more likely to damage it. Did I just play whiteout loss? Honestly, I really don't feel that bad. My voice sounds bad, but I don't feel that bad. Solo summon's very scary if the summon dies. I want to do this, but I feel like I would just lose if something goes wrong. Oh, wait. It can't go wrong if I play Enticing Breeze. Okay, that took me too long to figure it out. But we're fine. We figured it out. Oh, except he's going at 7, and that messes everything up. Oh. That messes everything up. Okay, forego my top. And then now I have move 4. Ooh. Okay, I think I just lose a card on Blink Blade. Place the bomb here and blow it up. Because even with Enticing Breeze, I don't have any way to pull a monster in. I could place the bomb here instead, but then Blinkblade can't get back. Neither way can Blinkblade get back, which is kind of sad. Maybe I... Yeah, I'm just going to place it here. And Blinkblade's just going to step on it. Wow, all of these cards look so good. We'll drop invisibility. It does damage to us, which can be bad. Yeah, Bone Shaper is very good at tanking. Well, tanking isn't really the right word, but doing tanking-like things. Alright, I'm going to forego my bottom action to grab a bomb. Oh, is it going to make me take this Retaliate since I have pull? Pull him right here. And now I can just place the bomb right here. And I didn't fail Duelist. And I can tank this attack just fine. But I can't Snow Boots. Now, I just run back here to pick up a bomb. And here, I just pull this Snow Imp in. And it dies, and I lose a card. And I have not failed Duelist. Oh, I can move and double loot. I can move and double loot. That's pretty tempting. I guess it died in this hex, even though it would have made it over here. The problem with this is that I would love to pick up a bomb with my top. So I should have picked up the bomb first. I didn't think about getting to move afterwards. We'll just grab the bomb. Because I need to, like, move to place it right there anyway. To even consider a solo summon build, you should either have control over its movement or have more than a miserable 6-8 health. 8 health is a lot. 8 health with multiple items that can give it shield, with the card Flesh Shield that can give it shield or immune the next source of damage it takes. 3 charges of Wrath of the Turned Earth to immune the next damage it takes. I was not having problems with keeping my single summon alive. Especially once I got the 8 health one. That guy was surviving a lot for me. Alright. I need to... What enemy type has Blinkblade not killed? A Hound. Blinkblade needs to kill a Hound. But we can probably get that in the second room easily. Hey, Brand. We're going all right tonight. We beat the Frozen Crypt. And Bone Shaper was actually useful. A little bit. Which, you know, that's causing a fierce debate. As to whether or not Bone Shaper is allowed to be useful. I would really love to pick up a lot of loot here, but this level always scares me. But all I need to do is get a bomb placed, I guess, here? Do I place a bomb here and, like, run back to the thing to pick up another one? I don't have a single move for it, do I? So maybe I just move here and place a bomb and I just pick up the double loot right now? And then we want to save the move 8 jump to just jump into this room. And we just... Blinkblade wants to place this bomb, get back over here. And I would like to pick up as much loot as possible, and I need to make sure Blinkblade kills a Hound. But with Blinkblade having multiple moves with bottom and top, and Birds in a Tempest here. Although maybe I can just play Blinkblade's move 7, and we can get like move 9, and we have move 9 jump and move 8 jump, and that'll be enough. So I don't need to worry about any of that. I'm just going to go slow on Blinkblade this turn. We'll lose a card if we take damage. Move and place the bomb. And I guess just loot one. And then here I'm moving and placing the bomb. And then I need to get back. We got plenty of time. We're not even getting hit. I could blow this up right now. That's fine. Well, no. I blow it up next turn because I can kill this guy when he spawns. Assuming that he spawns in either of the hexes next to it. Move 2, place, and loot. You haven't caught the streams in the last couple days. Has this been a good run? It's been fine. This is like the 7th mission. This has been a very heavy Bone Shaper and Deathwalker run. They're both level 3. I think I also got a level 3 Banner Spear, but that has retired now. I'm going to short rest here to Enticing Breeze the Hound to Blinkblade. Okay, I don't have Lifting Gust, so I can't lose that. Birds in the Tempest is fine to lose. So I'll just move here and move the Hound to Blinkblade. And just hopefully he doesn't get his 6. You'll have to watch the re-recording of the Legend Bone Shaper usefulness. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Alright, I'm feeling I'm feeling short rest, and then are we just going on the next turn? No, not yet. Okay, so I can go late here on Blink Blade, but I don't want to lose Power Leak or Twin Strike. So I play those two cards. I can lose Blurry Jab to damage if I need to. Or, no, I just short rest now, and I can go late. Drive Recharge is fine to lose. I can go late with Sand in the Hourglass while slow, and this thing never underspeeds me. I move, and I pick up a bomb. And then I can just spend a turn picking up loot or something. Yeah. So hopefully we don't see 6 from Hound. We do not. So Snowflake moves here. Oh, but I failed Duelist. Okay. Well, I just lose a card instead so that I don't fail Duelist. Pull this guy to Blink Blade. Ow. But now we didn't fail Duelist, and I can move over here. Oh, but I probably failed Duelist going into the last room. This is why we went late on Blink Blade. And so I just move here and forego my top. And then Snowflake foregoes top and moves this direction. I don't want to be next to this guy. Moves, foregoes top, and then I just lifting Gust. But I need to be faster than the Hound, so I'll short rest to go at 11. That is all fine. Blink Blade already has a bomb. I just need Snowflake to get into position, and we look to see if there's a way to position Snowflake to not fail the Duelist battle goal. And Blink Blade needs to kill a Hound, so that's what we're looking for in the next room. Is Blink Blade killing a Hound and Snowflake not failing the battle goal. You think Bone Chip was made and it was a really good mercenary. The issue is they did scenarios after, and she's out of place with the tempo you need for a lot of scenarios. That's definitely true. Many scenarios say, like, okay, you need to be ready to, like, absolutely burst on this turn, or, like, you know, right now when all of the monsters spawn is when you need to be going. And that is just not something that she does extremely well. It's very hard to get the summons to focus at the right time, and she doesn't do well at running and escaping. She doesn't do well at running and bursting objectives. There are no Hounds. There are no Hounds placed in the second room. That is really annoying. That means that Blinkblade needs to come down here to kill a Hound to get his battle goal. All because the stupid Hound on turn 1 survived. Or not survived. He went super fast. Dang, there's no way for me to, like, push the Hound into Blinkblade for... If I pull the Hound and push it here, that's this round, but I already don't have my... I don't have crosswinds. So maybe Blinkblade just goes in and stalls one turn. Where is the Hound going to spawn? At E or F? I think it flips, so the Hound spawns up here. Which is a really awkward place to try to get the bomb to go off. But maybe I can just make the Polar Bear move. We'll just have to see their card. We'll just have to see their card. Okay, this is fine. And all I'm doing here is going late and moving, so I didn't even need to pick up the bomb. I could just place a bomb with Snowflake this turn, just stall one more turn, and go blow up the bomb with Blinkblade to kill this Hound. That means stalling a turn in this room instead of this one, and this room is better to stall a turn in. So Snowflake, it's just forego top, place bomb, move here. And Blinkblade, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And blow up bomb. And lose card. This is fine. He spawns this turn, right? He spawns right now? No, he spawns the following turn. Also, I messed up the initiative, so I guess good thing that... One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is fine. I can't get either of these loot tokens. Oh wait, no. I can, because Blinkblade will go first. Alright, I think that this is fine. I think we win on this turn. And get both battle goals. I got immobilized. Oh. No, I'm losing a card instead. I am undoing and losing a card to that damage. Well, I mean, now that we know... I meant to go at 11, but I'll just play the same cards. We just lose a card to damage. Does that mean that Blinkblade doesn't go here? One, two, three... Yeah, I think it means we just don't go. Blinkblade has a lot of cards, but Blinkblade doesn't have a token. I think it's fine. Oh, we got the Blinkblade glitch when moving with jump. Yeah, I think this scenario is pretty free on 2 characters. Play some more Bone Shaper. I don't know if I'm playing any more levels after tonight, but have a good night. We're just going to watch Blinkblade kind of jiggle back and forth for a while. We did get Exterminator, which is good. Just unfortunately, Snowflake can't move. Move 2, yeah, both of these snow imps hit. Unless this guy goes here instead of here. Alright, Blinkblade loses this card. Polar Bear, move 1, beautiful. It's going to take Blinkblade a while to get there. But he's thinking hard about it. Invisibility card on Blinkblade would be really nice for the next turn. But I guess not. This guy gonna go after Blinkblade? I think it will. Why is it not letting me place the bomb? That's really annoying. I guess it's not that bad. Because I was just going to attack the bomb and blow it up. But now, it's fine. And yeah, I just can't do anything on Snowflake here. Blinkblade should have enough cards to be alright. Although this is going to start hurting very quickly. Oh my gosh, Blink Blade is dead. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Okay, how do we possibly save this? I cannot get Snowflake's battle goal. Wait, how did I fail it already? I definitely did not fail it. If it's attack on Snow Imps, Blink Blade is dead. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Why did I open the door? Well, it's just because it didn't let me place the bomb. I wanted to place the bomb and attack it, but maybe that would have been just as bad. I would have been attacked one fewer time, but... Okay. So I need to blow up this bomb. And I need to place a bomb down here. So Snowflake can tank... Snowflake can blow up this bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, okay. She can blow up this bomb and get here. And then Blink Blade. Okay. I think it's maybe okay. Does this mean I long rest a Blink Blade? The problem is if it's multi-target on Snow Imps, which is a 2 in 8 chance. 2 in 7 chance, given the card they played last turn. If I long rest Blink Blade, then he can lose a card to damage when Snowflake attacks this. I do not have my top move ally card, which I could have used to move Blink Blade away. 1, 2, 3. So if I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dead, dead. This guy sees Snowflake as the focus. These two both see Snowflake as the focus if it's single target. I attack this bomb and blow it up. Polar Bear sees Blink Blade as the focus, if it can. Blink Blade has no tokens and has to go slow. So it's either long rest and I can lose a card to damage one time. If I go at 50 and they're faster than me, then I can't lose any cards to damage. And if I get attacked a single time and take a single point of damage, I die. No. No, because when Snowflake blows up the bomb, that would kill Blink Blade. Because that happens faster than Blink Blade could go. So Blink Blade just has to long rest. It has to not be multi-target card out of Snow Imps. And it has to be Polar Bear doing less than moving 2 and attacking. Otherwise, Blink Blade is dead. Alternatively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that wouldn't work. Okay, we just have to see their card. It's very possible that Blink Blade is dead. Move 3, multi-target. Move 1, single target. I think Blink Blade's dead. Let's see. So if I step on this bomb, Blink Blade has to lose the 2 cards to the bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could place a bomb here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy's move 3. He doesn't have enough. Oh, from here, can White Winds hit this hex? No, I don't think so. From where can White Winds hit this hex? From right here. No. Yes. From right here, White Winds can hit this hex. This is my only hope. But this works as long as White Winds doesn't miss. Only 24 damage on the 1 health Blink Blade. Place bomb here. Then I move here. White wins like this. This polar bear dies. This polar bear... Oh, he has moved 3. And he can reach this hex now. Because... But I have to be where both snow imps can hit me. And from here, it's not possible the white wins the thing, is it? No. Here? Does white winds not hit it from here? Here? Right here. No, this snow imp hits Blink Blade. So, if I go to this hex... Yeah. Blink Blade is 1 card short of being able to lose a card. If I go to this hex, I just have to tank 1 attack from a snow imp. So it would have to miss. This snow imp would have to miss Blink Blade. If I go to this hex, and I still need white winds to kill. If I go here... Oh no, that hex never would have worked. It was this hex. But if I go to this hex, then this bear sees 1, 2, 3, and hits both of us. And then Blink Blade's guaranteed dead, because even if he misses, I'm wounded, and then I die to the wound at 99. Wow. All because I wanted the battle goal. Maybe this hex is difficult terrain? It doesn't say that it's difficult terrain. But if this hex is difficult terrain, I can just go right here. Let's just test if it's difficult terrain real quick. And then we may undo and see if there's any way through. Oh, if only I just killed this guy. Is there any way for me to hit this guy and the charge? If I'm standing here, I could hit him, but that doesn't really help, does it? I could have played whiteout instead. Oh, can we go back and play whiteout instead? I haven't pulled any modifiers yet. Because this totally saves it. We'll just cut the tape there. Nobody needed to see. Why did I not see that sooner? We found a way to make it work before we pulled any monster cards. Place the bomb here. And then I just go here. Now the only problem is that I need this attack for 2 to do a damage. But that is the only problem. So hopefully the third attack isn't a miss or a -2. Okay, cool. I just step this guy away, and now he can't reach Blink Blade. Oh. Well, no, this is fine. I wanted to step this guy into the explosion, which is why I clicked on the bomb last, but I guess it did all the attacks first. But now just everybody hits Snowflake. And Snowflake takes a lot of damage. Oh, I had the dancing slippers. Okay. So even if I hadn't undone it, I would have been totally fine, because I would have just dancing slippers. Assuming Snowflake doesn't die here. She only gets attacked 1 more time, right? Okay, no, that was the last one. Whew, that was Way too close. Way too close. But no deaths. No deaths. And the first attack wasn't a miss, so even if I had just gone with the original strategy, it would have been fine because of the dancing slippers, which I totally forgot that I had. But I just needed... Whew. Very, very scary. Very, very scary. Whew. Yeah, like, that level is so stressful.
Marvelous! Outstanding!
Alright, we got the trading post.
A gentleman.
Oh, and we got the lucky dice. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Alright, I can't upgrade the trading post yet, but this gives us... Okay, we didn't get any new items. It's just the original items that we have access to. But now we can buy items. I can sell this protective scepter because I do not have the slots for it. I can pick it up on Bone Shaper, who has a free hand slot. Does not have the hide. Dang. Alright, I think we go and play the Private Empire. And we just want characters that can accomplish masteries. So, Snowflake, Drifter, Bone Shaper's not killing 15 summons. Deathwalker can get masteries. And Geminate could get masteries. Geminate retires... Yeah, it's this, the wood scenarios. So we can do this. I lost my stamina potion here to the road event. So let's just repick that back up, because that's very important to me. And we can upgrade the Alchemist so that I can disenchant some potions. I can upgrade the Craftsman since we've gone up in prosperity. Alright, and I think this is the last level I'm going to play. We're going to go on My Private Empire. We're probably just going to play the first room. Maybe the first 2 rooms.
You duck into the cave.
Nice, we get 3 corpse captain. That is beautiful. Alright. Never have your health drop below half. Apply a negative condition. Collect the most loot. Will never go below half. Kill an enemy attacked by an ally. Kill an enemy and pick up its loot. Kill 5 or more monsters. Assistant should be really easy, right? 2 cards to the lost pile before the first rest on Geminate. And I guess 3 or fewer cards remaining. This will be fun. I really wonder where Snowflake failed her never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy thing in the last level. I was going to fail it on the final turn, no matter what, with how I ended up having to do things, I think. But I don't know when she did lose it. It must have just been like an optional. I could have gone to the top or bottom hex, and I didn't think to select exactly. Alright, so this scenario has up to 5 different episodes, which is crazy. I've never beaten all 5 episodes before. but the first one's in the first room, the second one's in the second room, the third and fourth are both in this room, and then the final boss is the 5th episode over here. Really, really, really long scenario. You can end it after each of the episodes. So after you finish the first room, you can end the scenario, and it's a win. Which means that this can be a really easy one for cheesing masteries, because you can get them really quickly. That means I'm not going to let myself come back here over and over again and just do the first room. But I will let myself come back here if I want to like, progress further. So, like, if this one I leave after the first episode, the next time I come back, I have to at least beat episode 2. And then beating episode 3 is reasonable, but 4 is, like, very, very hard. So here, I cannot go below half health. I have to move an ally each round. And the first ally to suffer damage has to have a positive condition from me, which is like regenerate or strengthen. And that's it. So I'll go ahead and regenerate an ally and move an ally on this turn to set up. When we step on the switch in the middle, we will get some enemies. So let's see exactly what that's going to be. Because this is a weird one. It's going to be living bones, which is really annoying with their multi-target. With some of the things that I have to also accomplish, like not falling below half health and having the first ally targeted have regenerate. One, two, three, four, five, 6 living bones, and they're just all completely surrounding us. That is definitely not my favorite. Drifter needs to move 4 or attack for 4 every single round. So we will... I'll go fast and set sustained momentum, and then Snowflake will grant Drifter a move, and Drifter will move for 4. Here we have to lose a card and switch every round. And Deathwalker needs to make a shadow every round, or spend a shadow every round. There's no way I'm going to get remove 7 shadows in a round. That takes too much setup, and I don't have Shadow Step, which would be a pretty good card for doing that. So we will just make shadows on this round, and then do I summon the monsters on round 2? I guess we go for it. Snowflake will probably fail the first ally to suffer damage thing, but that's fine. We'll get the monsters on round 2 and just go for like a Firefly Swarm and do a couple of them. Ooh, a Mind Spike could be really good. I like a Mind Spike from down here. Alright, this is fine. So extra move on my next 6 moves. Move and switch. And play a loss. Move an ally. And he gets to do a move 4. And then give him regenerate and hope that he's the first ally targeted by any monster. And make a bunch of shadows. And I think we just go now. So Drifter... Well, I don't have Crushing Weight yet. I mean, I can just move 4 with any card. Here I would have to make a shadow, and I didn't Stamina Potion Call to the Abyss. So we'll go ahead and get the monsters. I have a Regenerate here. So maybe next turn or maybe I just put a Strengthen on Drifter, and then he gets it next turn as well. And then here, I like Mind Spike to just immobilize some skeletons. And then I can move shadows and Fluid Knight one of them. And set up for Anger of the Dead the following turn. So Drifter plays a move 4 and sets Crushing Weight. 1, 2, and we see which one is the first.
The same voice from the
Okay, they're not moving. And this guy is first. But Snowflake is going to have a chance to move away. So I just make none of my characters get hit. These guys are really low health. So we just have nobody be targeted here. Which means that I would love for this guy to die. So let's just try. Okay. He dies. Which means that now I can just move shadows under skeletons. And I can Stamina Potion back Fluid Knight to remove a shadow next turn. And I'll play Anger of the Dead with Fluid Knight. Gem, unfortunately... Okay, I have to lose a card, which means that I just have to play this Mind Spike. And we'll just get 3 damage out of it. And then we move and switch. I can't move next to one, though, because I would get hit. Oh. But Snowflake messed up here. No, because all I have to do is cause an enemy to move each round. And I can cause this guy to move by attacking him here, moving him towards a Drifter, and moving him to that hex. And now I've caused an ally or enemy to move each round. I just didn't get the hazard, but it's fine because Drifter has the regenerate. And so he can be targeted by this guy next turn, and I don't lose my Guardian of the Snow. So I'll move with Frigid Growth. And do I just recover Frigid Growth? No, I would much rather do like a Blinding Vortex loss. Which means I moved into a really bad hex. But I can do like Crosswinds. Yeah, Crosswinds can be really good. Crosswinds, Blinding Vortex. Pull an enemy, move, and hit with Blinding Vortex. Let's just get back Snowball. Okay, so Blinding Vortex, Crosswinds is probably like pull this guy down, move over here, and hit 3 with a good Blinding Vortex. Here, I just need to move and attack. So we'll just move over and hit this guy with Fortitude. But I need Drifter to be targeted first. Here, I need to play an attack. I need to play a loss and switch. So I can play Drag Down for the loss. But then I need to switch with a top, which is Hornet Stinger. Not amazing. And here I need to eat a shadow, so Fluid Knight and Anger of the Dead to wound. Okay, they are moving and attacking. I need to make sure that Drifter is the first thing targeted. Wound, wound, wound. And let's just try to kill this guy. I guess it's fine. A +1, he dies to wound. Nice. Okay. Deathwalker is doing very well. Drifter is going to move, I guess, here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this works just fine. And this way, Drifter is always the first target of any of these guys. And I can hit this guy with a Fortitude. Geminate can just move here and disarm these two, because why not? And then Hornet Stinger both of them, and switch. Snowflake is going to pull this guy. That's pulling an enemy. And then move here. And hit all of these guys with Blinding Vortex. He should see Drifter as his focus. So Drifter's the first ally to suffer damage. And he had Snowball, which was given to him by Snowflake. Good, we still have Guardian of the Snow. Okay, we're not going to get Drifting on the edge, but we have Move Fast, Hit Hard. We've eaten a shadow every turn. And we've moved and switched, and we got Daredevil. So this is very good pace. I just need to... Okay, this is a loss that will switch me. So I can just do anything with my bottom. That's fine. Here I need to eat or create a shadow, which means we're just going to short rest. And I'll just play Fluid Knight, Call to the Abyss. Make a shadow here, eat this shadow here. And then I can play Anger the Dead if there's another turn. Here I go as fast as I can, and I just attack. And here I need to move an ally. I want to go fast. I want to go fast, and I want to... I need to make sure I move something, but if they go at 20, I need to give Drifter a positive condition. Okay, so I short rest. And I go at 11 with White Winds. And that lets me move Drifter, and then I can snowball him as well. The problem is if this guy is alive. Drifter needs to kill something after an ally has hit it, and Snowflake needs to not fall below half health. And Deathwalker is never going to be low enough on cards. Deathwalker can hit this guy with Fluid Knight, though. And if he misses the kill, then Drifter can hit with this. This is fine. Okay, they're 45. That's good. So, heal Drifter. Move Drifter. Hit this guy with Fluid Knight. He survives. Move Shadow. Or make Shadow. Drifter goes. He attacks and kills. And moves here. I might as well move here, right? This guy should always focus Drifter first because he's closest. Oh. This guy's faster than that one. Well, okay, I failed my Guardian of the Snow. Wow. +2 crit. Dang. Oh well. I should have checked the initiatives. I don't know why I just assumed that guy was the right one. That's okay. We still get a lot of masteries. And we got the Axe Nut. That's so beautiful. Oh, I didn't lose cards to never going below half health. That's so sad. Alright, cause an ally or enemy to move each turn. Move 4 or attack for 4 every turn. We're definitely not ending with enough things on the final one, so we'll just do default stuff and play a floss and switch. Draining Pincers is what I want to play, so Icebound Quills, Draining Pincers, that should kill. Deathwalker needs to eat a shadow, so she goes fast and Angers of the Dead this guy and gets the loot. That means here I need to be doing a move ally, but I can do that with Crosswinds. Good. And we'll just end after this episode because there's way too many things to try to keep straight in my head. Oh, glancing potion. Nice. Good job, glancing potion. You were useful this time. Move Drifter for 4. And now he doesn't need to do anything on his turn. And we just pick up the loot. And we got almost everything. So Eternal Dance, move fast, hit hard, Perpetual Motion, and Unstable Metamorphosis, and Endless Shroud, along with Daredevil and Assistant, but unfortunately not Die Hard and not Zealot. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got an Axe Nut and we got gold on Drifter. And Deathwalker did the most damage, of course. Like, what else is new there? We also hit 4 on Deathwalker, which is interesting. It's something I'm going to need to think about. I prefer... we gain any one material. Let's gain a metal here. Level 4 on Deathwalker. I prefer...
Frosthaven's resident Penta fires up.
Oh, dang. I didn't get... I thought that that was the Deathproof Charm, which would have been really nice. I feel like we want metal. We have, like, everything except metal. I prefer Fleeting Dusk at level 4. For this bottom Make a Shadow. I also really like the top loss buffed up with power potions. But for this challenge, can I really pass up Move to Invisible? Like, Move to Invisible is good. It is really, really good. So I don't know. That is a very tough question for me. Because some of the levels coming up, Move to Invisible would be really, really nice. Really, really nice. And this is the only access to invisibility Deathwalker is going to get. I guess other than I could get that ring. Bone Shaper has the Ring of the Night, which can be sold. And Deathwalker can use that along with someone else's element to go invisible. So I don't know. I love the Shadow Generation on Fleeting Dusk, and I love the loss on Fleeting Dusk. I also like the Bane on Pulled Across. Like, this can be really nice for just getting rid of something. You can, like, put a shadow under something and then just Bane it, and it's guaranteed to suffer 12 damage, and you feel like a Kelp for a turn. But it is a loss. I mean, it's good at the end on, like, a Seal Automaton or something. And Move to Invisible is obviously amazing. So, that is tough. I don't know what to do there. We get 2 perks here, though, which is really nice. No more negative cards, except for the Miss. That's so beautiful. We can get some +1 curses. We get +2 darks, though, is I think where we go next. Or I could go for the Rolling Disarm. Generally, though, the goal on Deathwalker is to kill things. And so, Rolling Disarm doesn't help you kill. Whereas +2 dark helps you kill. And I mean, just look at that deck. It's so beautiful. Other than it is a lot of zeros. This seems really weird to me. 2 rolling heal allies. That's really weird to me. That's something Deathwalker gets. Alright, Snowflake, we only got the one mastery, but we'll grab this other heal ward ally. Drifter, we got a mastery. We haven't gotten a single one yet. Drifter hasn't played very much. So... -2 for a 0, I guess. That's underwhelming. Geminate should get a lot here. Geminate got 4 perks. Leveled up, got a double check mark, and got 2 masteries. Oh, there were 0 perks acquired by Geminate before this. Alright, we'll add crit brittle self. We will add... We'll take out a -2. Replace 2 zeros with 2 rolling pierce 3s. That's not amazing. 2 -1s with element to element. It's just like, that's just whatever. Do I just replace zeros with +1 wounds or poisons? Whenever you play a loss action, you can discard a card to recover a card. I mean, that's a really good thing to have. Just add 2 rolling +1 regenerates. It's just such a spit in the face since they're +1 regenerates. I could just add 2 shove 3s. I kind of like that. Let's get that as one of them. I mean, it adds 2 of them, and you just never know. I mean, sometimes maybe you'll pull it, and maybe it'll be really good in that case. Or maybe it'll be useless. And then thin the deck out a little bit. We've got a lot of -1s. But we did add a crit brittle self, so maybe thinning the deck out is good. I don't know about that. It's interesting. We got some interesting options that I've not really messed with before. And we hit level 2. Playing with a Snowflake, I like Locust Toast. In general, I like Venomous Barbs a lot, but Locust Toast is good too. We will throw that in over Harvest the Essence. Drifter did not level, Snowflake did not level, and we didn't do Deathwalker's level, but I'm not certain on which card I'm going yet. The invisibility could be good, though. I could just send Deathwalker and Blinkblade into the elevator and just have them both be invisible the whole time. And it's like, how do you say no to that? How do you say no to that? I hope Geminate feels like it'll be strong now. I mean, we added a lot of interesting stuff. At the very least. We took out the -2, crit brittle self, 2 rolling zeros, and 2 +3 push. +1 push 3. Push 3 is just so good if you draw that, especially if you draw it on a ranged attack. So I think that's it for tonight. Tomorrow, I would love to tackle the elevator. We need to make a plan for the crystal enclosure. The ancient spire should be tackleable. That shouldn't be too bad. Prosperity's not there yet to go trading post. Did I build a building? I got the craftsman. What did we get at the craftsman that was new? Inspiring helmet. Crude chain armor. Drifter? Yeah. I don't think he took ignore -1s yet. Cured leather armor. That's really good. Let's get a cured leather armor on Blinkblade. Yeah. Doesn't add any minuses. Oh, it costs 2 corpse cap. That's crazy. Does it cost an I think it's like an unhealthy mixture, right? Rather than like explicitly being 2 corpse cap. But now 2 disadvantages going into Blinkblade is really, really, really good. I really like that. What slot is Blinkblade missing? No head slot. So we can pick up the Spyglass from Bone Shaper. She needs it less than Blinkblade does. What other helmet options are there? Yeah, I like Simple Charm on Bone Shaper. Or maybe even Inspiring Helmet. Oh, Blinkblade doesn't have a metal. Dang. Alright, what about Snowflake build? Snowflake's missing a lot of potential stuff. No helmet. 2 hands. No chest. So this could be cured leather armor, but I don't want to use all of my corpse cap. That would be crazy. It's just the unhealthy mixture, right? Could I get rid of both rock roots? Do I care that much about 2 rock roots? Now can I get the cured leather armor? Yeah. I like that here. I like that a lot. Because Snowflake is medium health pool. She can tank. Now with 2 disadvantages. Very unlikely to be crit. Stamina potion. Can still grab a helmet. I just don't think there is one right now. Yeah, Circlet of Elements would be whatever. Thieves Hood, I don't ever bring the loot ability. I don't like it on Snowflake. It's very bad. So that's fine. Drifter is missing a lot. No boots, missing 1 hand, and no potions. I can go a Frenzy Potion for Drifter, and we could go do the Ancient Spire. Frenzy Potion is very good into the boss here. I need to kill 2 bolt shooters on Snowflake. Not the freest thing. But it's quite late. So we will call it here. I think we've got a good plan for tomorrow. We're starting to get a lot of levels spread everywhere. Level 4 on Deathwalker makes it really hard for her to play with anyone. Level 4 with 2 level 1s. So I could play Deathwalker, Banner Spear, Drifter. And that would just be monster level 4. So maybe that would be okay. But we will figure it out when we get there. I want to get the elevator and I want to get the library. I think those are just an optional link. All right. That is it for me for tonight. Have a good night, everybody.